Hey guys, welcome back. That's the thing I say. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm trying to do a little different angle of my camera just to change it up. A couple of things I wanted to talk about and say. Um, we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary of my parents passing away. And it's interesting, a lot of y'all know I'm a life coach. I'm also a death doula. I kind of help people, you know, get to that point or talk about that point or whatever it is. And I really learned that grief is just not something you go through. Grief is it's really a journey, and it's something you always have. It has its peaks and valleys, but it's one of those things it's you never fully through it. I think you just become used to it. Um, it's just an interesting place. And I think I was probably, I don't know, I feel like it's more aware of things coming up now. It was like I think it was like the Thursday before Father's Day that they passed within like 42 minutes apart. Kind of crazy. Um, it's just been on my mind a lot lately. It's not a bad thing. And I think it's so important when you're grieving or whatever that you just feel your feels. Don't try to fight anything. Don't try to hide it. I don't think crying for no reason or spontaneously is a reason to medicate. But I mean, people do. People will get on medication, things like that. And I think it's just one of those things you have to do it is best for you. um I really feel like too, so many people in this world, or in the US for sure, it's like we're standing on a very narrow line, and sometimes our foot is on the area where we're feeling like depressed, and then we figure out how to not be depressed. And I think it's one of those things, you just got to figure out what brings you joy and do the shit out of it. You got to do a lot of it. As long as you guys, a lot of I meditate, and that's really helped me a lot. I just started training again, and that um my body's kind of, I took a month off after Ironman Texas, and then I got so busy and I thought, how did I even get anything done training wise and work wise? And then now I'm right back into that mix again, but I'm also just training for a half, not a full. So it's not going to be as intense. Plus, I'm using a whole different platform, which is amazing. But also, if I cut it short a few minutes here and there, it actually will reformulate the algorithm stuff and help me. And then it also adjusts my workouts going forward, which I mean, it's incredible. As a coach, you do it for so many people. But anyway, I digress. But I think, by me not exercising the way I was, eating the way I was, just eating more in general, I um I was not feeling 100%, and I think it's you almost have to have your formula, your recipe for the things that are going to make you happy. And then, like I said, you just have to constantly do those things. Don't change those routines, don't change those moments, and just try to be as consistent with your goals as possible. I don't think I don't think everybody can do what I do as far as getting up early, but I really feel better when I wake up at 4 o'clock. It just gives me more time in the morning to get things done that I need to get done. I'm way more productive in the morning than I am in the afternoon. And I think a lot of people could be that way, but as schedules kind of get tighter and things get busier, you've got to schedule that time. If exercise is important to you, It should be, you got to get it done when you can. And I think that's so important. So I guess, I think a lot of people should list, and this is companies, families, things like that, and kind of make a category, if you will, of numbers 1 through 5, and then 5 being the most ridiculous, stupid thing you can do or buy. Number 1 is the most, intelligent, and then kind of, break them up. Like 3 could be not a necessity, but we'd like to have it, that kind of thing. And then when it comes down to making those decisions, you could actually say, okay, let's put this in the right bucket. Are we at a 1? Or are we at a 5? And you're always gonna do the 5, the stupid stuff. You're gonna buy the stupid things. Like that's gonna happen, right? But it's one of those things, like you just want to categorize those things that bring you joy. Like you have to be able to understand and explain what it is that makes you happy. There's a movie, Bull Durham, and in that movie, I can't remember the question that Susan Sarandon asked Kevin Costner, about what he believes in. And he went on like a rant of the things he believed in. And I thought that is just so perfect, that people need to be able to do that. And I, years ago, I had a friend, he went to prison for a couple of years. And when he went in, I was like, you got to make sure you understand what these things are that you believe in, that that make you whole and complete. And don't forget those things. You're going to have a lot of things removed from your life, and you have to be able to just, focus on those things. And I think it's, I don't know what we want to call it, a mantra or items or whatever, but I think we all need to have those things in our life. And, they can change and adjust. But I think you have to know kind of what you believe in and just bet on yourself. I really just lost myself in this whole conversation with myself. That's crazy. But I think we also need to, everybody, I think we need to be recognized. I think we need to be kind of looked at. We need to be acknowledged in this world. And I think that makes a difference. Like I really can talk to anybody, and I admire those that volunteer and do things like that. I think that's so important, like especially the food kitchens and things like that, to help the homeless, or whatever we call them now. I don't know. That the world changes what we're supposed to say, and that messes me up all the time. But I think we have to just check on each other. And it's important not to put our rules that we have on ourselves on other people. And I think that's easy to do. When someone does something you would not do, you judge or, punish them in a quiet way, maybe. But anyway, wow, I don't know. I don't even know how I got here. Jeez. I'll probably have to listen back to this, see what it's even about. Anyway, y'all, till next time. Bye.